Morning world, I'm back again. Mercy, grace and mercy in the land of the living. That's where your grace and mercy starts at. And you got to take it, and you have to take that grace and mercy, and you have to live your life like it's the last day. So this presentation that I'm gonna give you this morning, you understand? I'm gonna try to empower you. Like I told you, I don't wake up. It doesn't matter whether I go to sleep at 11 o'clock. I have a built time clock inside me that I wake up between 3 o'clock and 3:30 every morning. It's just inside me. So last night, I got my nap, and my schedule is not like a lot of everybody else's, because what I'll do is that I'll come out. I got a couple of things I have to do at like 6 o'clock at night, and then what I do is I come in, I'll get me something to eat, I'll size up what I'm going to do for the next day, and I'll take my nap. And the thing is that it's kind of rain out here, but we don't care. This message is going to go forward. Okay. So let me get you to a better, comfortable place. I want you to receive this message. Stay with me now. There we go. Hi y'all. So, I wake up between 3 and 5 in the morning. So last night I decided to watch because if you notice the tone of what I've been talking about is authority figures in the last few days, and I want to talk about power, and the ultimate power comes from God. You understand? And you have to, if you want real power, you have to operate in the system that He has made. So let's get you through that. I would like to say that I decided to watch the movie Shaka Zulu. Now you have some people that are born into power. Yeah, their bloodline, they're born into power. You have some people that take power. But you have some people that possess both of those gifts. And because they have not did their homework on who they are as a person, they won't know whether they possess it or not. But let's take Shaka Zulu for instance. Let me tell you how deep this thing is and how deep this thing goes. Okay. When you go to Shaka Zulu, he was exalted to king. You understand what I'm saying? But his ultimate demise was the United Kingdom. England came in. You understand what I'm saying? And it was only for one reason. And this is why most people fall. Pride. Scripture tells you, pride comes before a fall, and their arrogance. Now watch this. But I'm gonna take this. I'm trying to take something today that you can understand. That's why I'm using movies and things, and I'm mixing it and showing you through scripture, movies, and stuff, so you can see how to move through this terrain. Yeah. So let me show you how deep this goes. Take the tool of engrossment. The tool of engrossment is to take a situation and blow it to its highest proportion, so you can see the magnitude of when you, like it's called cause and effect. When you do something, so you can see the effects, you understand what I'm saying, of what you're doing. Now, I had a guy tell me this years ago. We're going to get back to Shaka Zulu, but I had a guy tell me years ago, and I was about 12, 13 years old. And he taught me how to manipulate cards. A lot of people don't even know I'm a card player. I don't play anymore, but I used to. And a pool shark. Okay. These are things I learned along when I was in my dungeon in my head. And I was so good with a pool stick that I would go around a pool table. I would go into a place at night And I ran with one of the best in New York State. I used to chalk a stick for him. When he ran, when he would go out and we would frequent these places, I was talking about 14, 15, 16, 17. You understand? In them ages. Selling weed and all that, I did. All that. But anyways, I had got so good, right, that when I would get on the table and I would be shooting, started smoking cigarettes when I was like 15. I would go around the table and I would ask people for lighters. And they were so mesmerized on how I presented myself and my style. I would get home at night and have like 19 lighters in my pocket, unconsciously. I didn't mean to steal. But people would be looking at my gangster, they forgot they gave me my lighters. That's a true story. So, anyway, this old man, right, that taught me how to manipulate cards, you know, because I'm a good card player. Taught me how to manipulate cards, and I don't do none of that stuff. You come around here to ask for that. I see him doing it, I don't do none of it. A lot of people don't even know I can do it. But the whole point is, he told me, he said like this, and you remember we was talking about Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. This is how deep this matrix goes. And I'm not backing up what he's saying, but I'm presenting it to you as a tool of engrossment. He said when they shot Martin Luther King on that balcony that day, Martin Luther King wasn't even dead. They took him to the hospital, right? And when they took him to the hospital, the people that were there, they told them to leave the room. The surgeons that were in there, they went into another room and left him there to die. That's where you become a threat to this matrix. So I just want you to sit back. Don't look at it as a truth, but sit back and imagine what we're dealing with out here now. You understand what I'm saying? But anyways, going back to Shaka Zulu now. Shaka Zulu's power. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where he was ordained by God. I know in the movie he was ordained by witches, but I don't know if he was ordained by God. But he made a promise to himself. Let me tell you something. They kicked him out because he was an outcast. He was an illegitimate son. Kicked him out. He watched his grandmother die. Watched her die. Call it his wilderness. He made a promise to himself. He said he was going to avenge that death. So, all the people, you understand, that was trying to take him down, all that. Notice that when he was forging towards his purpose, he had to sit under different authorities, you understand what I'm saying? But what they didn't understand is they thought that they were controlling him, but he was learning from them. All at the same time. Now, his father, right? His father, right? You understand what I'm saying? Who tried to disown him. You understand what I'm saying? If you take a look at the picture, right? His mother, they disrespected his mother. Most people with real power, he didn't come taking his power with force. He took it with silence. He started making, watch them do everything, right? You know, he said they studied him. They don't know that. Right? But at the same time he's studying him, while they focused on him, he's focused on him. Because he know what they're doing. His mindset is a different place. So if you notice that when he came in to take over that corral, right? Watch this. check this out. When he came in to take over that corral, you see the difference in when he walked in there? And said, go back and watch the movie. The man said, leave this corral. You didn't see nothing but fire in his eyes. Man talking about, he wished things would go back. He said, no, nothing's going to be the same from this point ever again. But the whole point I'm trying to show you is that with Shaka Zulu, well, his problem was he let the power go to his head. You understand what I'm saying? And the thing that took him down was his pride and his ego. He did not know how to communicate. And that's the problem with a lot of people out here, and it was with me, don't know how to communicate. You understand what I'm saying? Even in relationships, relationships, yeah, look, that means if you're in a relationship with somebody, that means you're my eyes and ears when I'm not around. Not the person that tries to stick eyes in my back. But they'll do that. So you know what category you're set for them. Because your rise to wherever that you're going, you need those type of people. You need to know where everybody's positioned at. You understand what I'm saying? But I watched that movie and I was like, yo, it inspired me to get up this morning. You understand what I'm saying? Because, you understand? Look, ask an average person, say, listen, what's your goal in the next 5 years? They'll tell you, oh, well, I wish to be doing that. But sit back and watch what they're doing to make it happen. Everybody's sitting back, you know what I'm saying, watching, not me. You know, see, so when people have already planned my demise, Shaka Zulu, where it was with him, he learned how to sit inside the fire, just like his mother did. And you remember when she came up to the crowd, she had her head lifted high, just like an empress. Even though she had been through all that dirt. He said, Ma, is there anybody here that has offended you other than this man? Let me show you what true power was. Because he thought he had it, but it was his mother. She looked around and she knew that Shaka Zulu's father's sister had treated her like a dog. And you know what she did? She walked up and took her aside. See, true mercy, true power will give you mercy when you don't deserve it. So if nobody told you they love you today, I do. So let it be written. So let it be done.